Okay, mic check 1 2 1 2. So this is my unofficial first YouTube video. It's not my first YouTube video actually. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're not new to my channel, you know that I have a bunch of videos already, but I don't think I've actually made like a proper introduction. Like, hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Antonia, and I'm sure most of you have heard of me or have seen me somewhere, but for those that just see me for the first time, especially the foreigners, although I know I've already crossed some borders though, my name has probably entered some rooms I've never been in. So anyways, yeah, as I said in the beginning of this video, my name is Antonia, and if you just go through my channel, you see a couple of things that I do, and this is feeling very awkward, even though I'm quite used and accustomed to being in front of a camera. Like, this is not a new thing to me. Yeah, but anyways, this video is supposed to be the first song review video about a particular artist that, when people hear, they most often think of me because of how often I have promoted his music, right? So I'm talking about none other than Big Color, Big Gun, or your pumper. If you bring 10 men, I bring 20 men. The one and the only Odumodublvck, and he's in the building right here with me.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm just joking. He's not here yet. One day I'll have this sort of interview with him one day. Although I've already interviewed him once. If you look at this video,
My name is Odumodublvck.
right, you can, it's on my YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description, right? I actually interviewed him the first time I met him. Like, who would have thought? Like, the first time I met him is the first time I actually ever interviewed him. And it was quite funny because I didn't know him. I had never heard of him. And quick story, yeah, the reason why I even interviewed him because he was making too much noise. So here's the thing, yeah, I went for an event, work related. I went for an event, right? So Meta was having, they were launching a campaign in Africa, and they chose Lagos, Nigeria as the location to begin the campaign in, right? So I was at the event, and the top artists that were headlining the event were Ira Star, Cross Santino, and Tenny. Okay, so Cross Santino was like the major headliner because the event was tech themed, right? And there was a kind of alter vibe that was like in the air. I know the king of alter, Cross Santino, he's like the first name that comes to your mind when you think about alter and all of that, right? So Tenny performed, Ira Star performed. That is even the event where Ira Star wore a short skirt that, okay, she's always wearing short skirts most of the time, so I can't even start describing it because there are lots of videos where she wore short skirts, which I don't even have any problem with. Her body, her choice, period. Right, so after Ira performed, the last person to perform was Cross Santino, right? I'm telling you the story about how I got to interview Odumodublvck. So Santi is performing, right, and I'm there with my crew from the TV station I was working at, and we came there to cover the event, interview people, get insights on what the event felt like to other people, and just pretty much just capture the whole experience. So Santi was performing, right, and when it was time for me to perform Subaru Boys, the whole crowd went crazy because there's a part that everybody just chorused together, but there was this guy at the back that was shouting, Santi, you fool, show them they are your papa. He was just shouting, and my colleague was like, Tonya, you know what, we have to interview this person, make you know whether if he talks something will make sense. And pardon my vernacular, what I said means, for those that are not, Nigerians, what I said means, Tonya, quote, that's what my colleague said, yeah. Tonya, we have to interview this person. Let's know if he can. Okay, I'm not going to say the rest of that. Figure it out. Anyway, so after Santi's performance, I got to start interviewing people. I interviewed a couple of people. I interviewed Bisola Ayola. I interviewed Korti. There is no Korti here. I interviewed Korti. I interviewed Anthony Ezekwo. He's like a 3D artist or something like that. Like all of them are like big boys and girls. So see me, small girl, interviewing big people. Anyways, I interviewed a bunch of celebrities. I interviewed James Brown too. That's another fun interview. Also on my YouTube channel, if you see this video here, this is the video where I interviewed James Brown. Very, very funny guy. Anyway, so after interviewing them, I was now like, okay, we need to get this guy's attention. That's Odumodublvck. So my colleague walked up to him. I was not sure how to go about that, right? So my colleague walked up to him and just asked him, told him, oh, wants to just do a quick interview and blah, 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 blah. And he was like, cool. Very, very simple guy, chill guy. And then, we set him in the stand where the camera was positioned, and, he was now like looking at me like waiting for the question. I was kind of like, because I was wearing that the Okwagu cap, the red and white cap. So I'll make some videos with my own cap very soon. You guys will see it. Because right now I'm a full-blown Katakata Ranger. I'll talk about that in another video. Anyways, so I interviewed. I was going to start the interview, right? And the first question I ask anybody is, please introduce yourself. What's your name? Even though I know the person, just for viewers to also hear their name and what they do. So I asked him, oh, what's your name? And he was like, oh, my name is Odumodublvck. And I kid you not, I was like, eh? Like, that's your real name? Like, that is your name? Like, no, that's my stage name. My name is Odumodublvck. And I asked him to repeat it because to pronounce it it sounded funny. It sounded unusual and strange. It sounded very, very weird. I'm not even going to lie. Like, when I heard it, it was like the sound of it, that like just like Odumodublvck, what is it? And he said it again. I was like, okay. And then I asked him, what do you think about the event? And he told me everything. He was like, oh, he's not really a tech guy, but it looks very, very like interesting and all of that. And it looks like tech is the way forward and he's here for it. He just gave his own 2 cents about the whole event. And I don't even know if he remembers right now because fast forward to 3 years later, because this happened in 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. It's 3 years later. Don't mind my stick count with my fingers. Anyways, fast forward to 3 years later. Tell me why I have met this guy 2 other times besides that first time, and I have not remembered to show him that video to ask him if he remembers. Like, it's crazy because right now most people think, or people that know me or have seen me on the internet or someplace on social media, they're of the impression that I am his biggest fan that they know, like they know in real life. Do you get? And when I tell people how I met him the first time, people don't really understand how I had not heard any of his songs before that day, because the first song I heard that was his that made me to start listening to him was Doggy Dog. Bro. Yo. When I heard Doggy Dog, I was like, is it the same person I interviewed that sang this song? Okay. Now I need to ignore the way the name sounds funny and just get on his music P. And then I started looking at his discography. I started looking at, his past EPs, the albums, and I'm like, wow, okay, okay, okay. And then from there, I got my brother on his song. My brother started listening to Odumodublvck's music too, and then my younger sister started to, and then before you know it, I start his music a whole lot. And funny thing is, I've been on TikTok for close to 8 or 9 years, but it's just last year that I'm beginning to get some kind of, popularity, or should I say familiarity, or people are beginning to, get familiar with my page, my TikTok account. By the way, this is my TikTok handle. In case you're not following me, please follow me and engage with my stuff. Okay, so it's just last year that I started, blowing up, because there's a certain snippet that Odumodublvck dropped titled Toy Girl. Many of you know it because people started calling me Toy Girl on TikTok, and I don't know how, but I just started lip syncing to it often because I'm very, very musically inclined, right? Growing up, music has always been in the house. My dad is a big music person because his dad was, and then he's always playing something whenever he's doing any chore. We pretty much picked up that habit from him, and Toy Girl was the song that actually shut up my account from where it was, which was this, to where it is now, which is this. And the the yo God is good. Besides God being good, yeah, consistency is very, very good, because if I had stopped, maybe I just thought, oh, people already know me now, let me stop and start doing another thing. If I had not kept going at the thing that I saw people were feeling very connected to, if I did not keep at it, it would have actually broken down the growth process, I guess. So I started making a couple of TikToks using Toy Girl, and then I started getting comments of people saying, please make for me and tag me, please make for me and tag me. And then the more I did it, the more people were requesting, and the more people that were requesting, the more people were following me and reposting and putting in the stories. Before I started getting calls from my family members, my past colleagues from different places I've worked at, telling me that, oh, they saw my video on one of their friends' status on WhatsApp. And I'm like, oh, really? And they'll send me screenshots. I'm not even capping right now. Like, people that I don't even talk to anymore, they'll just be like, yo, Tonya, you're big now. People are posting you. Like, do you understand that kind of thing? And I'm like, I don't believe it, because it had not yet sunk in very well. Or was it sunk in? Yo, I'm a graduate, but sometimes present tense, past tense, but you guys understand what I meant, sha. Anyways, what am I talking about, okay, yes. So, making the video consistently, repeatedly, different deliveries, different angles of recording, and just being creative about the whole thing, the editing process. The editing process, man. People actually thought, someone else did the editing for me, but I actually just handled everything, and to the glory of God, I've not spent any money on paying video editor for any shit, actually I've just been doing my thing myself. Actually, it's been all me and God. And right now, I don't know how many snippets from that guy that I have made videos on, because if you go through my TikTok, you'd see that I have a playlist called Odumodublvck Stan, which is right here. So if you check it, you'll see a long list of videos using songs by Odumodublvck. Some of them he has not even released them. I mean, if I tell you the number of snippets he has, it's incredible because people will be like, this guy just started when, and people are already, loving his sound, his music. There's a particular one, the Industry Machine, which is his biggest snippet that people are already going to come. Like, they've joined bits of the song together to even form their own song. If you check YouTube now, there's already a full track of Industry Machine because, he goes to concerts or events and he performs this song. Maybe he performs one verse, so yeah, goes to another event, perform another verse. People are recording this thing and they're tired of waiting for him. Do you get? He said, says Industry Machine should drop this year, right? So fingers crossed on the month or the date. We don't know yet, but it's dropping 2025. So thank God for that. Anyways, Industry Machine. We have the Sakama J. I don't know if he's dropping that one in the Industry Machine album, but Sakama J has Saweetie on it, and there's been videos of he and Saweetie in the studio, recording that song, and hopefully it might actually be on the album. We have Sakama J. I don't know the name of the song, but I'm calling it Sakama J because that is the the catchy part that has blown up, right? Then there's Tiffany. Tiffany is another snippet that we're looking up him to drop soon. Then we have Legolas. I mean, have I mentioned Industry Machine, Sakama J, Tiffany? Okay, Legolas. We have the other one with Johnny No Just Come. Now my own title. We have Banza Boy. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? I am back. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? So Banza Boy is another big snippet on TikTok that blew up thanks to my promotion. We have the one with RD. I know carry pounds enter London. Naira mentality idea on. So if I buy you one origin, baby, you come on, let's see life week. His lyrics are so funny. It used to muzz me because people are always like, he's saying very vulgar things. He's saying really, really bombastic things. Like, he just opens his mouth, wow, and just says anything. And people don't really understand the translations or the meanings behind some of his lyrics because, Odumodublvck is just another kind of artist that... Yo, I don't even want to say much about that because that's another video entirely, talking about his personality, the nature of his lyrics, the melody aspect that people, have begun to give him the title of Odumelody, and, the whole popular one of the misogynistic mindset or mentality people have tagged him on. That will be another video entirely. So I will just make an entire playlist starting with this one that would be about addressing some topics relating to Odumodublvck's music, some controversial lyrics, the hit songs, his albums, the anti-world gangsters, his I won't touch his love life because he's been very, very low-key with that, and I think that's just the best thing to go about. Some things should not just be removed from the private section. Some private things should just stay private. Even though you're a celebrity, you can still decide what things you put out. I really believe that. I mean, there's certain people that, no matter how popular they are, you would not even know what their kids look like because they will never put their kids' face on the internet. Like, there's certain things you can actually keep to remain private, no matter how big of a celebrity you are, right? So I was listening some of the snippets. We have the Hallelujah with Fino coming up. We have Adenuga with Skepta. If you check my speedometer, you can feel it. See, there's so many. Anyways, we've come to the end of this first episode of this video, this playlist. And if you watched up to this moment, I would like to say a big thank you and appreciate your time. I don't know if this video was boring, but maybe subsequent ones I would take note of some things to improve, work on, correct, and focus more on, right? But Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, see you on the next video.